Bella Vista Designs is Southern California's premier audio and visual company, specializing in decorative lighting, draping, and sound for your upcoming wedding or event.
Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Fun Sparkle Drama. I'm Nina Lafuente, and I'm here to introduce your host, my best friend, my sidekick, my other half, Nico Cervantes.
Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome.
First show.
I know.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Thank you. Even public access, it's still my first show,
Yay.
and I can't imagine anyone else being here but you.
Thank you. Of course.
You know me so well, and I think there's very few people in the world that you could say know every single thing about you.
Yeah.
And you know everything about me.
Almost.
You know everything about me.
Okay.
You know all the cab drivers I slept with. You know all kinds of shit. But anyway, you are my best friend, my soul sister, and you are also Santa Barbara's waxing queen. Like literally, you Yelp or you Google Nina Lafuente, and you come up as best waxer in Santa Barbara.
I think you crowned me as Santa Barbara waxing queen in some interview.
Yeah, because who else can you say, you Google their name and you come up best waxer in Santa Barbara?
Yeah, well, thanks.
See, you bitch, you're the queen.
Okay, all right. Waxing
but anyway,
queen.
You're my BFF and I adore you. And I'm so happy that you're here on my first show.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Great.
We have a funny story about how we met. It was how many years ago?
It was, okay, so Diego, my son, is 10 and a half, so he was a baby. Mm-hmm. And it was at that brunch that was after our friend's wedding.
Yes.
It was like the day after the wedding brunch.
Yeah.
And I don't
I
think
did the flowers for the wedding.
You weren't at the wedding though.
No.
I did the
flowers
so I
for the
didn't
wedding
see you
and
at the
invited
wedding.
me. Yeah.
And it's this brunch, and Diego was a baby, like 9, 10 months maybe, or maybe
you were
a year.
Holding him.
Yeah.
So he was
and
small.
I was married at the time. I'm divorced now and single, just FYI.
Yeah. Catch. Big catch.
And so we're at this brunch, and I was kind of tired, and I wasn't like in a super great place in general. And I'd gained like 80 pounds when I was pregnant, and it did not fall off nursing. Okay, I just want to tell everybody it doesn't fall off nursing. And so here I am, just not feeling like myself. And then I see you, and I don't know you, and I see you looking at my husband like this. like a girl in junior high looking at her crush. And I looked at you and I was so over it. And I was like, you're really obvious. And you're like, girl, your boyfriend's hot. And I was like, that's my husband. You're like, husband, boyfriend, whatever. Yeah. He goes, he's hot. And then you look at me and you go, but you're cute too. And I was like, oh my God, I can't stand this guy, but I love him. And then it was like over.
It took us a while. Like after that introduction, you were like not having it.
Right.
But it didn't faze me because that's just the way I go through life.
Oh my God, it was hilarious.
And I have no shame in my game.
I know. I still see you with that same look when you check out boys that you think are cute. It's always like, there is no subtlety. You are like the least subtle person I've ever seen when it comes to checking people out.
And I don't have any shame in it.
No.
And I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I'm single too. So it was like really probably like what, 4 months later?
Yeah.
Same couple, the couple that got married, they had like a Christmas party, right?
Oh, right.
And then it was on, and we went to Wildcat that night after the Christmas party.
Okay, we have to say what Wildcat is for those what Wildcat is like the best dance place in Santa Barbara. It's been around for like years.
Yeah.
Like 20 years? I'm going to get that wrong. Maybe Deja when she comes out.
It used to be the old Madhouse, and then, right?
Yeah. But, yeah. We'd go there, and then they have Sunday night as like alternative night, which is gay night, which is the best night to be there.
Totally.
Yeah.
And after that cookie exchange, we went to Wildcat together, and I think it was like it was not even, I can't remember there being any kind of lag. Right. We exchanged numbers, we were like texting right away, and we were best friends ever since.
Yeah.
So.
And we've been through a lot.
Definitely. And I still check out her husband.
Ex-husband.
That's right. He will be always my man crush Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh my gosh.
He's gorgeous.
Yeah, well, he made a gorgeous baby with
I know.
So we'll give him that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my mom's in the hospital.
Yeah.
So she's been sick off and on for the last couple of years. She's had like 13 back surgeries. And because she's had so many back surgeries, they have to regraft her back. So in her words, so she doesn't look like a horror movie. And and so she met with her plastic surgeon or a plastic surgeon to talk with her about kind of regrafting her back.
Just making it look like not all like jacked up because it's open. Okay.
Well, with 13 surgeries, back surgeries, like it's, you know, and it's her words. I'm not saying anything weird. Okay. But anyway, so she sat down with her plastic surgeon, and the first thing, and she's telling me this story yesterday during our visit, and I'm like listening, and I'm very concerned about her, you know. So I'm listening to the story, and she goes, well, we sat down, and he's like, okay, now let's talk about your back and how we can make this, make this work, or the surgery, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, we're not gonna talk about anything.
Oh my God.
We are gonna talk about Renee Zellweger's face.
Oh my God.
And what happened, what she did. That's my mom, like 13 surgeries, in and out of the hospital.
Yeah.
And she is all about her pop culture. She's all about her TMZ. Yeah. She
wants to know what happened to her face.
The jig was,
so, what did he say?
So he told her that basically, and I feel terrible about this because I jumped on that bandwagon and was making fun of her. We have a group text with our girlfriends. I was sending the text out.
She looks like a different person. And she looks good, I'll give her that, but she doesn't look like herself, like Jennifer Grey when she did the nose thing. Yeah. And like no one recognized her. It was just, I think it was more that, but I feel like people are really quick to.
They were really harsh, and I was one of them. So,
but she didn't admit to anything either, though, too, which I have a problem with. Like, you can't look like a different person and say, oh, I just am really taking care of my body and lifestyle changes. It's like, no, bitch had something done.
Yeah, like if you or I were famous, we would be all like, well, we had this done, we had that done, we had this done. Like, there would be no
we're
secrets.
Famous. Hi,
yeah, I know. We are. Anyway, so she's sitting down there, and lo and behold, he said, it's really unfortunate that people are attacking her because what she had done, and she has those little eyes. Yeah. And so when you get older, like me, they start to get heavy, and they start to affect your vision.
Right. Well, it's called an eye lift.
Yeah.
So she had an eye lift.
So, but it was a dramatic change, and so she had an eye lift. Well, lo and behold, that's the surgery that I have to have. Oh my God. It's like this karmatic thing. Like, I'm never saying anything bad about, well,
watch
I can't
yourself.
say, right? Yeah. I'm still for reals. But lo and behold, here I jumped on this bandwagon, making fun of her, being horrible, and I have to have that surgery. So what? All these bitches are gonna come be like, oh, Nico got this done, you got that done.
Yeah, but you'll own it. But I think she had something else done too. Like, I remember those, she had those really full cheeks, and now she's all, you know what I mean? So I think maybe they might have like done, I don't know,
You don't think she's just all lipo in the cheeks? You don't think she's just all ano?
No.
Like too much Pilates. It kind of looks too much Pilates to me, that body.
How old is she?
I don't know.
Because our faces change as we get older. I mean, my face is thinned out a lot, as I've aged.
And to her credit, they did post the worst photos of her. They other photos ended up leaking out, and you looked at her, you're like, oh, she actually looks kind of good.
Right.
It's like so terrible. Here we are, we have this older actress who's getting back into it. She's walking the red carpet, she's looking fabulous after a couple-year break, and people are attacking her.
Right.
So anyway, my mom.
And you were at the front lines of that attack too.
Oh, totally. It was like, it hit the paper, it hit like the internet, like 9 a.m. the next day. I think I sent you that text, like 9:05. I was over it. Really, I was like, all of our group of friends, I think, you girls are like very into your skin, you're into your bodies, you're into everything. I'm not gonna say upkeep. Refreshers. Yeah. That I knew that you guys would know what happened because she did look so different.
Yeah, she just, And like I said, I'm all about women feeling good and doing what it takes to feel good. And if that means a little Botox or if it means a little facial.
Freshening up.
Little zhuzh.
Yeah.
Then great, But I think we're doing a disservice to our sisters and other people when we don't admit what we're doing.
I agree. I 110% agree.
Right.
Anyway, we have to get on with the show.
Okay.
Because we have we have an amazing first guest,
She's
and
like
I'm so excited for it.
Our idol, our Santa Barbara icon.
She is amazing. I'm like one of her biggest fans. So without further ado, please let me welcome the fabulous, the sassy, the talented, the gorgeous Miss Gay Santa Barbara, Deja Ray.
You're so cute.
Deja Ray. It's
normally like Deja Ray, Ray.
Oh, Deja Ray.
Like I'm in a stadium or something.
Thank you, my darling, for being here.
Thank you for
having
me.
You look absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
As do you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
First show.
Thank you.
It's exciting.
Yeah, I know. Girl, you're on the pilot.
Okay.
Right? Oh, I can't do that. That was the... How do you do it for me?
I don't know how to do it yet. You got to fake it.
So you look amazing. Tell us the process that it takes to get into this, become Deja.
Well, it all depends really on like the event or, you know, the theme of a show, or if it's a show or not, or if it's just, you know, to get some trade, honey, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It just depends. So today it took me about an hour and a half.
Now, first, let's go back a little bit and talk about trade.
Oh, trade.
Because so I've heard trade is it's a slang. It's a drag queen slang.
Okay.
Right? And because we have our drag language.
Right.
Lingo. And though I'm not a consistent queen, I'm up with the language and the lingo.
But you're a queen, honey.
Right? I am. Look at this.
Honey.
This is a queen. This is the throne. Tell everyone what trade means, because I'm still confused about what it means.
Trade is just like, you know, a hookup, but it's like not the ordinary hookup, I guess you can say. I mean, for me, trade is, you know, a straight guy,
Yeah, so it's like, so it's a guy, or is it a gay guy that looks straight?
Oh, I don't hook up with gay men.
Oh,
honey, I'm a woman, honey.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about it. So anyway, so trade is basically like a guy that you would hook up with.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Trade.
So
and that's
again,
all it is.
So tell us again your process, because people don't understand all the work that it takes to become a drag queen.
Yeah.
They watch it, they love the show. They love the shows, they love the entertainment process, but they don't get it. Like, these are men becoming women.
Right.
You know, and we've got some male areas down there
that... Even up on the face, I mean, you have your beards and, you know...
body hair.
Yeah, right.
So tell the children out there everything.
What it takes. I like, when I get asked that question, how long does it take? I normally start from the time I step into the shower to the time I put on that last accessory.
Absolutely.
So for me, it can take anywhere from an hour and a half to 4 hours. So, I mean, but, you know, you're in the shower and you're, you know, of course, showering, you're, you know, washing your body because you want to smell nice.
And you're like, it's not a man smell, it's a girl smell.
Right, exactly.
So you're shaving your body?
Shaving. Well, I normally shave what I'm going to show on stage.
Okay.
So if I don't plan on getting trade that night, I just only shave what I want to show.
Okay.
So that's like, you know, chest, face, of course.
Yeah.
Arms. You know, if I want to be real fish, I'll just, you know, shave my legs.
And now tell the children again what fish is.
Fish is basically like just, you know, a real woman.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, you know, Miss Nina is fish.
Yeah.
That's fish, honey. So I try to look like her. You know,
because part of the illusion.
Exactly. And then today she was trying to look like me. She had all that makeup on. She was beat, honey. Okay,
yeah,
I saw her coming for me.
Row.
Okay, she was coming for me. I saw that gloss.
She would love it. So again, so there's that part, the shaving.
Right.
So you're trying to then the illusion. Now, what about downstairs? How do you get rid of that? Because I've seen you in some of your costumes, girl. Like, you are in a leotard.
Right.
So you can't hide that. That's a bulge.
I don't got a bulge, do I?
Yeah. No, never. I've never seen a bulge on you. So so we call it tucking, right? Okay.
Yeah, tucking.
So tell the children again what a tuck is.
Well, there's like I know a lot of queens who do it differently. There's a gaff, which basically is some girls use a sock. Some girls use one of my good girlfriends uses jeans, actually. Just cut up jeans, like the bottom of your jean, just a nice little square. You put on like a little panty or something, and then slip that on, and you just pull it back. And
where do the testicles go?
Well, naturally, there's a socket up there.
Okay.
So like when you were a little boy.
Like a crevice?
Exactly. It's like like a little cave. And they go in for hibernation, and they don't come out until you want them to.
See, because the few times that I have done drag, I have just done like 4 pairs of pantyhose.
Right.
And then it just kind
of goes away, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I like kind of wear 2 to 3 pairs of pantyhose, but I also pad.
Okay.
And so with padding, there's like, I'm wearing like 8 layers of stuff. So I don't necessarily have to. It just naturally just goes, it kind of like it knows. Like, you know, like when a dog like is jumping on you and you just tell them like, okay, stop. And they just sit. That's what you got to tell it. You say, okay, I'm putting on this pantyhose. Stop and just go where you need to go.
So, and the padding part. So these are, what is it that pads you? Because men, I've heard the term hog body. When a queen has hog body, which means there's no padding, there's no curves, there's none of that. It's just straight up and down, and you don't want that.
Yes.
So a woman has curves, she's got the boobs.
Curvaceous,
so what is it? What's in there and what's down below? Because I've never padded, because I've always, I do kind of, when I do drag, I do like a camp version.
Right.
And I haven't, actually, it's so hot when you're in drag too, that with the wig and everything, that I sweat so much that I'm like, oh man, adding an extra layer of padding, like foam, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
People do use different things.
But I'm telling you,
I would sweat.
But Mama, when you do it, you're gonna feel like a woman. For some reason, my pads make me just feel more womanly. And you know, there's just just something extra for the tray to hold on to.
There's that trade again.
Okay.
So it's funny because whenever I've done drag, and I recommend it honestly for anybody out there, straight, gay, or whatever, because that transformation, thank you, is so incredible. Like you get such an ego.
Yeah.
When you're in it, when you're in the heels, when you're in this, especially being a man and being a man size,
right? And
then you're all done up.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing like it, girl.
Yeah,
like you feel like you can talk to anybody, anything, and give them a piece of you.
Right. Exactly.
But so I recommend it for everyone because it's especially people that have ever had a weight problem or anything really about themselves that they don't like. I totally recommend go and drag. Yeah. Do drag. But and even women too, like that. There's a lot of women now that follow the drag evolution that has happened since RuPaul's Drag Race.
Right.
Thank God, because it's now humanizing this amazing art form.
Yeah, it's definitely a confident booster.
Yeah,
absolutely a confident booster.
And so it's funny now. There's girls. I went to a show in San Francisco. Miss Bianca Del Rio, who won season 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I went and saw a comedy show of hers, and there was all these girls, women, dressed in drag. So just more makeup, more hair, more everything. And I thought, oh my goodness, here we are, 2014.
Right.
And it's becoming, it's humanizing. Yeah. I mean, really, like it's becoming mainstream. How do you feel about that?
I think it's great. I think it needs to be more mainstream. I think the gay community needs to stomp its ground on these streets, and it definitely coming up to the front fourth is great.
Let's get back to RuPaul's Drag Race, because I love the show.
It's a great show.
Who's your favorite queen on there?
What season are we talking about?
All of them, girl.
All of them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one, because I actually know a couple of the queens personally. Yeah. So I think my personal favorite is, it's a toss-up between Alyssa Edwards and Shangela.
Alyssa's my favorite, girl.
Isn't she amazing?
That was okay. I can't do it. I can never do it, but it's,
I'm
she's
practicing.
Amazing. I watch her show, Alyssa's Secret, on YouTube, and I adore her. She's hilarious.
She's hilarious.
But you actually you were a part of a competition that was was it inspired by RuPaul's Drag Race in LA?
Yep.
And it was a live competition, and I've actually become a huge fan of it. It's Project Drag, for any of you who don't know it. It's at Mickey's on Mondays.
Monday nights at
and in West Hollywood. And since I'm spending more time in LA now, I actually go to the show, and I'm bummed that I missed the season, the cycle that you were on, because I now love the show and I love watching the new queens come up. But tell us a little bit about Project Drag, on what it is, and what your experience was.
My experience was a wonderful experience. I was actually really surprised on the outcome. But basically, the show was getting new entertainment, and the winner ultimately got to be part of the show and perform with these premier drag queens in Los Angeles. So I submitted a video performance, submitted a picture of me in and out of drag, and the next email I got was, "Congratulations, you're part of the contestants." So there was 10 girls, and I was the only one that was like from out of LA County, I guess you could say.
So you drove into LA every Monday?
Every Monday. And to be completely honest with you, when I first met the girls, I was like, oh, these girls are amazing. There's no way I'll make it that far, but I'm just completely blessed just to be a part of this experience and a part of this journey, and get my videos on YouTube every week, I think was great. So basically it was exposure, that word, just exposure. Yeah. So but I made it to top 3. So it was fun. I mean, granted, I was in the bottom about 3 times, so.
If those of you who don't know about RuPaul's Drag Race, you have to lip sync for your life. If you end up in the bottom 2, you have to lip sync for your life, because that's what the queens do, we lip sync. And it's 2 girls, and they lip sync to the same song, and they just go down. And there's death drops, people pull.
It's like
because you lip sync for your life.
Yeah, right.
In
And
the words of RuPaul.
these LA girls will just. I was surprised no girl, took out a knife and just started to cut, or just because it was just so intense. And the song
Hollywood
choices,
girl.
right? Exactly. And the song choices were just, completely. It was outrageous.
When would you find out about the song that you had to lip sync to?
So the challenges were on Monday, and after the show on Monday, after taping or whatever, on Tuesday morning is when we got our. Monday night we got our challenge. Tuesday morning we got who the special guest was and what song that the bottom two would be lip syncing to. So we had a week or really 5 days to prepare what we were going to do for the challenge. So what we were going to wear, what song we were going to pick, and then we also had to prepare the lip sync because we never knew who was going to be in the bottom.
And that's all rehearsals. Like when I see the show, there's full-on performances. Like there's backup dancers, there's costume changes, there's costume changes on stage. We call those tearaways.
Right.
But it's a lot. It's a huge.
It is a lot.
So you have to rehearse and you have to learn this song just in case you suck.
Right. And the hard part about it too was like the fact that RuPaul's Drag Race, these girls are confined into a space. So they have time to learn a song. They have time to get their costumes together, to make a costume. We, yes, we had 5 days to prepare, but we also had, day jobs. Some of us worked in the day, some of us worked in the night. So fitting in rehearsal schedules, especially with dancers, was tough. And then me coming from Santa Barbara, there was times where I'm like still learning my song in the car. There's times where I'm, doing my makeup in the car going to LA. Yeah, girl.
No, absolutely. And now the show is hosted, or it's hosted and judged by RuPaul's Drag Race real life contestants, Morgan McMichaels and Raven, who are fabulous queens and amazing.
Yeah.
And how was it being judged by those queens?
Intense. It was really intense because here you are, a new queen performing in front of queens who you see on television and queens who you really look up to. And there's no expression on their face. They are just looking at your performance and, writing on the little notepad. And at the end of performance, you're like, did I do great? Like, what did they say? What did they think? And it's not until you go on stage and you're getting read that they tell you their comments.
Oh, man. I see it. I see those poor girls. They put everything into it, and then they get read the house down, which, again, we're doing Drag Race lingo education up in here.
Okay.
Read means like when you're calling someone out.
Or critiquing.
We're critiquing, but it's like no tea, no shade, right? Or is it sometimes
no. No. It's always no tea, no shade. These girls, what I loved about them is that they're so professional, and everything that they said was to help us get better.
Yeah, perfect. I know. I love watching it. But we have a clip of you on Project Drag.
Do we?
And I'm excited, so let's see it.
How's this for personal essay?
Who are you?
I'm what you want. And to prove it's true, we all put your own genuine. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is where Woods inspires. Everyone admires her, and Harvard should too.
This is not a personal essay.
No essay so boring and so much does happen. So we're here in line right here, making clear you must admit that out. Woods should join the chosen few. Harvard wants you all is right now.
Now see here, Ms. Woods. You can't just barge in here with singing and dancing and ethnic movement. This is a very flashy presentation, but I still don't see one reason to admit you.
Girl, you turned it out.
That was actually
You turned
easy.
it out.
It was an easy performance for me because we got the challenge the theme was Broadway, and I choreographed here in town as a boy. And one of the companies I work for is Santa Barbara School of Performing Arts, and we did Legally Blonde was the musical. So, I choreographed the number. It was already choreographed. All I needed to do was find the dancers. So we learned it in about maybe a day and a half, and then performed it. So
I live.
Easy as a piece of cheese, honey.
I live.
Hashtag live.
Right? So what are future plans for Miss Deja? Now let's talk to you. You went to Vegas.
Yes,
You went to Vegas. You were headlining in Vegas, and now you're back in Santa Barbara. What are your plans?
To take over.
All Madonna style?
There's a lot of going on. I work at Wildcat now. I'm the official poster for Red Room, and so I'm there every Sunday night along with Robert Mendez, and I am also the show coordinator. So once a month there'll be a drag show. So not necessarily featuring me, but I want to bring girls from LA and even RuPaul Drag Race girls. So now
and
that
me?
I have and you, yes, exactly. There's actually
to
going
get
to be
back
an
into it.
amateur night. You should
perfect.
yes, and my daughter Miss Selma, honey, is going to be hosting. So
When is that?
sometime in November.
I'll dust off the heels.
Okay.
So what do you have for future? We're gonna watch you perform here in a second, which I can't wait. 'Cause I
it's
adore
gonna be
you. I'm
exciting.
like one of your biggest fans. I love you. What would you recommend to new young boys out there that want to become a drag queen or want to start drag? What advice would you give them?
Oh,
How'd you start?
if you decide that you want to do this, don't do it full out. Do not do anything half-assed. And I think you should take that into a life lesson. You don't want to do anything half-assed. You just want to go full throttle and bring it. Show these girls, give them a run for their money.
Yeah, not be afraid. Really,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. And again, we can talk about confidence, and it's definitely a confident booster. So, why not throw on a pair of heels and a Gilda and call it a day?
Right? Well, I can't wait any longer. I want you to get changed.
Okay.
And let's let you have it. Let's let you take the stage,
let the
Mama.
kids get it,
Take the
girl.
stage and show these children how it's done.
Well, all right. Here we go.
Sarah Vaughan, Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan. Historical women who have performed on this very stage. When I was a little girl, I dreamed of being on this stage. But I knew I needed all the right elements, like the beat of Donna Summer, the spirit of Mahalia Jackson, the jazz of Ella or Nancy. Band, give me some. Boy, I try to catch myself, but I'm out of control. The sexiness is so appealing, I can't let it go. Lena Horne, Anita Baker, Diana Ross, Gladys, Janet, and the beautiful melodies of Whitney. The legacy they have bestowed are simply irreplaceable. But there is one legend who has the essence of all of these things: the glamour, the soul, the passion, the strength, the talent. Ladies and gentlemen, stand on your feet and give it up for the queen.
Oh, thank you, girl.
Thank
you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And until next time, thank you for tuning in. I'm Nico Cervantes, and this is Fun Sparkle Drama. See you next time. Bella Vista Designs is Southern California's premier audio and visual company, specializing in decorative lighting, draping, and sound for your upcoming wedding or event.